Hi guys, I've been working on this one for a while. It has been a lot. So, to start, thank you all for 100 subscribers. Now, I'd like to say from here to about 1,000 subs will be less of these big videos and more like shorts and posts because these get less views. With that, for the future of this channel, I won't be posting as much, mostly because I'm extremely busy and I will be busy for a lot of this year. Uh, So, I'm just gonna need more time. Thank you guys. I will still try to post as frequently as possible. Maybe once a week. Sorry, that's gonna be it probably for a while. Anyways, moving on. I have a thank you list of a lot of people I want to thank. Starting with the non-wolf dog. Some of the best content I have ever seen, and some of the best supporters, and they've given me some of the best support and advice. Thank you. It's _angel_VR. Thank you for all the support and help, especially in the early days. I remember you were one of my original subscribers. Thank you. Finn the cow dog. Your content has inspired me so much, and literally a lot of what I'm going to be doing in the future is based around your content, or inspired by your content, from the edits and all of that. Thank you. Y'all are so amazing over there. Coda Barks and Goosey Funny. Thank you for the advice, all the advice you've given me, and fun interactions. You have really been fun to talk with, and thanks for the support. Now, these next few I have less to say about because I've mentioned them before, and it would just be repeating information from my 50 sub special. It's not that I take y'all for any granted in any of y'all support, it's just I have less on y'all. And if I do not mention your name in these few, it probably means it is because your subscription is not public to me. I don't know how to control that. I'm sorry. These are just the names I see. With that, let's start with Pat Brady 4770, Jalen Time, Lilin 917922, Sweat Emilky, sorry if I mispronounced that, UK Wildcat 8721, Mallory Cavaness 9239, Mukram Singh 661. I'm reading off a script, so if I mispronounce that, that's mostly because I wrote it wrong, or I'm just bad at pronouncing things. And Fake 8 Pack. Thank you all. That's all I have to say for now. Goodbye. Okay, I know I just got done talking, but I'm going to make another section of this video talking about e-collars because this video is so long. I don't have any script for this, so sorry if it kind of sounds like I'm rambling on. Also, I'd like to say, this is just my opinions and some facts I have on e-collars and not proper information nor sponsorship, so if you want anything like that, you'd have to go research it for yourself. With that being said, without a script, I'm going to say, there are different types of e-collars. I'm going to start with some facts. One of these types of e-collars that I hate the most are those barking e-collars. If you have a dog that barks or is excessively barking, don't get them an e-collar. They're probably barking for a reason. They either have stress or they have something going on wherever you are putting them that is making them bark. Do not get them an e-collar. It doesn't matter. You could be in an apartment building, you could be in the middle of a farmland. Stop getting those types of e-collars that just shock your dog anytime they try to speak, okay? I don't like those collars. I've never had any, so I couldn't share my experience with them, but I don't like them. Moving on, we have flagged or wired e-collars, where they will put flags around a property line, or they will put a wire that goes underneath the grass in a property line that that once your dog steps over that line, they will get shocked. Personally, I don't have a problem with these. I've never used them before, so I couldn't tell you like my experience, but based on how they work, I don't think they're that harmful for your dog. They are keeping a boundary for your dog. They're keeping your dog safe in certain areas, kind of like mine. But I've heard that they can have their ups and downs and like aren't always, working, they're inconsistent. Okay, now with that, I'm going to say, one e-collar I really hate are satellite e-collars. These are e-collars that you set up a property line, and then you set it up to a satellite, and that way your dog can move through the yard with a shock collar, and if they pass that line, they're gonna get shocked. I hate these. One, because similar to the line e-collars and to the barking e-collars, one of the only modes they have is shocking. Like that's all they do is shock your dog. I personally don't shock my dogs that much with the e-collars that they have. The e-collars that they have are remotes, but I'm gonna pause there on that one. Go back to satellites. If you are using it for less than like a few hours a day, it's not gonna be worth it, because every time you're going back out there, you have to reset that satellite, because satellites are constantly moving. Your fence is constantly getting moved, and it never properly worked with my dogs. We had it for like a week and threw it away because it just did not work. Next would be remote e-collars. These are my personal favorite because they give you, the owner, the most control. Your dog gets into a fight, they have a beeping. That affects your dog and their dog. It will disperse the fight. It's worked before. It's instantaneous, and I love it. Alright? I try to avoid fights with my dogs and other dogs, but sometimes it's just inevitable, Next, with these e-collars, I have the most to say about these because these are the ones that I'm still currently owning and have on my dogs. Next would be, again, they give you the most control. You can shock them, buzz them, or you could beep them. I don't know what is that beeping sound, but they hate it. My dogs, the second they hear it, it doesn't matter what they're doing, it's running away, okay? And then when they get off the property line, we take that remote, we have their buzzer, and we have it set. The instructions came with if your dog is from this weight to this weight, put it to this, for shocking and buzzing. We buzz them, they come right back. We almost never shock our dogs because we never have to. They're so well behaved, they almost never go out of the property, at least not now. I remember when we would come home some days and find them just out of the yard. It was a big mess. We would have to keep them up in their pen for days because we just couldn't trust them to be outside. But when we got e-collars, we let them outside all the time now. They're usually outside most of the day. It is easily what I have to say the most about and what I'll give the most praise to. Definitely, if you're going for an e-collar, pick that one. On the whole, I think e-collars get too much hate. They are an extremely helpful resource, especially for bigger dogs and dogs in a not totally safe environment. Similar to ours, we wouldn't say it's unsafe, but we have a lot of dogs in our neighborhoods. Dogs that don't like our dogs. Alright, so and we don't have proper security on our fence, which is our fault, so we need to fix that. There are holes throughout our fence, but our neighbors also don't do what they properly need to do to keep their dogs and our dogs safe. E-collars helped with that. Our dogs no longer went off the property, they stayed in line, they constantly behaved. Anytime I have to shock, buzz them, or beep them now, it is inside the property and is for a behavioral issue. But those can also be fixed using different resources. E-collars are not the only way, but they are the best way, especially for property training and other dog training. With that, I don't have much else to say. Bye. Have a wonderful day.